All right. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to 10-Minute Talks with D.Rey, the talk show tailored toward those of us with a short attention span. Here, my man, Dylan. How you been?
Good, man. I'm good. I can't complain about nothing right now. Life is treating me good, so I'm happy.
My man. All right, so Dylan Ennis. I'm not gonna say the infamous because that just make you sound like some type of supervillain or some shit. But like you've seen so much. You've played in so many different places. You know what I mean? You've played in Chicago for prep school. You started down at Rice for college. Me and you were teammates and roommates at Nova. You finished off your career at Oregon, and now you're in Spain. So obviously all those other places is great. But what is Spain like? What is hooping overseas like for you?
It's been great. I think I've been able to adapt to, the different cultures that I've been in, from Serbia to Spain to Monaco, even Andorra. But I think I've had success, not just because of my basketball talent, but because, I want to learn more about, the other cultures. I want to, involve myself in the cities that I'm in. And I think that's the problem with, a few guys, they don't fully invest in not just basketball, but everything else. But because I'm able to do that, and, my wife, she loves to travel as well, that helps a lot. So both of us loving, seeing new things, it definitely helps me have a successful time over here.
Yeah. So hold on, elaborate on that, because I talk to people about the same thing. I was like, listen, overseas is not for everybody. Like if you're a homebody, and not in the sense of you like staying in the house, in the sense of you're scared to get out your comfort zone, like it's just not the place because you're fully immersed in somebody else's culture. So like, what's some of them culture shocks you felt, or just some of the things that it's like, yo, I'm not home?
Yeah, when I first got here, we had a little restaurant we could go eat. And, when you start off, you don't ever start off with the big teams unless you come from the NBA. So you start low. And I was on a smaller team, but I had a great agent. He said, you just got to start from the bottom and know how good you are. You're going to build up. And, they had a restaurant where we ate for free. And I was in Serbia, and, the food they were serving me, I'm like, I'd never tasted this in my life. I didn't have all the steroids and the seasoning and all that, we grew up on. It was, it wasn't bad food, but I wasn't used to it.
Yeah.
So, that I was like, oh, this is weird. But, I got used to that. You find your spots where to eat, what you like. Another thing that's a big culture shock is even now too, my coaches, they speak a little English, and, a lot of coaches, go to school to speak English when they have Americans. But, 90% of the time, I'm the only one who doesn't know Spanish on my team. So my coach is drawing up a play or talking in game, and I have a translator right beside me who's assistant coach. It's wild. It's like, yo, I'm the only one. But it's crazy because we have another guy on our team who doesn't speak any English, but he's one of the better players. And me and him we just look at each other and we know what each other is saying on the court.
That's dope.
So, yeah, to have a guy who speaks no English but still be able to be a great teammate and, kill on the court together, that's why I'm like, yeah, I'm not American, dog.
Yeah. All right, so I'm pretty sure you probably experienced a little bit more in Serbia than you did in Spain. But talk about
It's crazy you say that. I thought the same thing when I first got to Europe. Serbia actually has more English speakers and is more Americanized than Spain is.
No. I get that because Spain is Spain. Their identity is so solid. Yeah. I'm saying the sense of how crazy them fans are.
Oh, yeah. Man, I tell you, when I played at Red Star, I think and no disrespect to any of my other fans, but they're like, they come with it every single game. And, when I played there, there's nothing compared to them. And obviously they get a little crazy. They throw lighters. One game, they threw bricks at the other team. Like, it's wild, but it's something, if once you experience it, you're like, yo, everywhere else is quiet compared to that.
Exactly. Like, you could play in that. You could play anywhere. All right, bro. You mentioned the wife earlier. Got your daughter, like family life. That it's not crazy because we're at an age where it's not crazy, but like it's still crazy to me. family.
No, it's spoiled. It's still crazy to me too. I look at my daughter and I'm like, wait, what do you mean happy Father's Day to me? You know, like you grow up and you have your parents and, you know, obviously I provide for her, you know, anything she needs. And, you know, I am her father, but it's still shocking to me. It's still crazy to see her grow up and to look at my wife. I'm like, yo, we are raising, you know, a human being. But, you know, it's dope because, you know, she gets to travel and, you know, do different things, you know, because we live overseas.
Yeah. So is it different over there? Like, is it like raising a kid over there different, or is it just like she probably gonna know Spanish coming up, you know, just off a little bit?
Sure. Yeah, so I'm trying to, obviously, you know, the perfect scenario would be to stay in Spain. You know, I love Spain. But obviously, if the bag is super heavy somewhere else, you got to go. But, you know, I wouldn't say it is probably different, but I don't know it because this is all I've known with my daughter. You know, we've met kids who only speak Spanish, but they're so young, so their parents want them to learn English. So, you know, we're with them. You know, this is the only life she knows. She doesn't know anything else. She's met her cousins once, and she was only 2 months old, so she definitely doesn't remember that. Yeah. So, you know, overseas is, you know, all she knows.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, wild to think about. I never thought I'd be raising a kid in a foreign country with an Australian wife. I couldn't make this up.
Yeah, I'm about to say. It's dope though, bro. It's dope. Like I said, all of us, you know, it's all right. So it was 7 years ago. We all was on, you know, Nova's campus together for the first time. Mm-hmm. I was thinking about it like, yo, we feel like the Avengers. Like shit has just like everybody went in different directions. And it's good. That's life, but it's just wild to think about.
Yeah, man.
All right, so like I said, I got you here on Thursday. This is the creative episode. I obviously could have had you on for sports, but I wanted to talk to you about the TikTok, first of all, and the Fatherhood Blog, secondly, your creative side. Because you, like me, had that creative side. So the TikTok thing, how'd you get started?
Yeah, so, you know, it was in quarantine. And, you know, I seen TikTok, you know, I thought, you know, it's cool. But, you know, the only reason I downloaded it was I'm like, yo, I want to save videos from TikTok and put it on my Instagram story. So I wasn't even in it for the TikTok. But, you know, I did a few videos with, you know, my daughter, with my wife, you know, just funny stuff. And everybody was loving it. So I was like, all right, you know, if people like us, then we're going to start some more. So we started doing more and more. And like here in Zaragoza, the city I live in Spain, like, you know, everybody talks about my TikTok. You know, we go to the cafe. Oh, you know, we seen your TikTok. They see my daughter. Oh, she's TikTok famous. So then the other day we got verified. And now, you know, we have one video where, you know, she runs and grabs the phone. You know, it hit 1 million views. You know, we have a couple other ones that, you know, 500,000. Another one's about to hit 1 million. And, you know, we only did it for fun. You know, we're not trying to make money off it. If somebody wants to pay us, we'll take it. But, you know, it was just something funny to do. And, you know, just had a life of its own. And now, you know, Amaya, my daughter, who's not even 2 years old, everybody in the city knows her just from the TikTok video.
That's dope as shit. That's dope as shit. And the Fatherhood Blog, real quick, how did you start that and where are you going with it?
Yeah, you know, I started, you know, when I had my daughter, you know, my wife was able to research a lot of stuff, you know, for mothers. And, I want to see, you know, different things for fathers, but they had nothing. And, you know, just little things, not saying nothing at all, but not as much.
Yeah.
So I said, you know, why not, you know, do this for fathers? And I initially only did it for fathers overseas who are raising kids. And then I'm like, I'm just do athletes. But then it just got bigger and bigger. So now I just do fathers from any walk of life. I do mothers. I start incorporating them now. You know, I'm focused on fathers, but mothers' stories here and there. Yeah. But, you know, I just did it out the kindness of my heart. And obviously, you know, there's different ways where, you know, you could blow it up, you know, and I've tried different ways. But at the end of the day, you know, people come up to me, so, you know, they read the stories and, you know, they're getting advice from it. And, you know, I think that's my income from the, you know, the blog. And obviously if it blows up and somebody wants to, you know, throw some ads on it and pay me for it, I'm not going to say no. But at the end of the day, you know, just putting it together for fathers, you know, that's big for me.
Yeah. No, it's dope. It's dope. It's dope. I did one. I ain't no father, but I did one. I thank you for that. But all right. So we got to get into this or that. Now, pretty much it's a, one or the other. I guess the best example is a LA or New York type thing. LeBron or Jordan type of thing. All right.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. USA versus Spain.
Spain.
TikTok or Vine?
TikTok.
Motherfucker. Spanish food or Jamaican food?
Ooh, Jamaican food, 100%.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. You got hop. So a dunk or a three?
I'm going to take a 3. I like my celebrations.
Drake or Jay-Z?
Oh, Drake. Come on. I'm biased.
Now I say Canadian. All right. Philly or Eugene?
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm going to just have to go Eugene because they show me a lot more love.
I got you. All right. Leg sleeve or arm sleeve? With the tag.
Arm sleeve. Oh, arm sleeve. I got to finish my other one. I got one already. I'm going to finish my other one.
All right. Bet that. Last one. Gold watch or gold chain?
Gold chain. I love chains.
All right. Bet that, bro.
Love chain.
Thank you, bro. That was the last one, man. Thank you for being on. It's 10-ish, but they be all right. 10-ish minutes, but they be good, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you for hopping on.
Always.
Cool, bro. Hold up.